Summer around the corner and more people getting vaccinated. Americans are moving forward, with a new sense of normalcy. This morning, though, celebrity dog trainer and District Canine LLC owner, friend of the show, Michael Hill, he joins us with tips on how we can prepare our dogs for post-COVID life. Good to see you, Michael.
Good to see you too, Holly.
Who do we got today?
This is Lorik. He's a 4-month-old yellow Labrador puppy from Las Vegas.
Oh, my gosh, he's gorgeous. All right, before we talk about the post-COVID with our dogs, one thing that's imminent right now here in our area is the cicada invasion, right? They're going to be coming out in mass. And while I think the cicadas will be really entertaining for my dog, I'm worried about my dog maybe eating the cicadas. I mean, what kind of things do we need to think about with our dogs and the cicadas?
So the good news is that they're not overtly toxic. However, anything that your dog's not used to consuming can upset their stomachs. So it's one thing if your dog likes to chase and play at and run after them, that can be pretty harmless. If they're ingesting it, though, we might see some stomach upset. So in that case, you might want to keep your dog on a leash or not leave them unsupervised in the backyard.
Oh, wow. So that could be a big thing, right? Because if you have to take them out, you might just have to not just let them out, but take them out and then make sure they go right back in.
It will be a little bit of a weird normalcy for a bit, but we've handled the last year. What's a few cicadas now, right?
Right. The cicadas will be nothing comparatively. Well, let's talk about transitioning after COVID. And I feel like we've talked a lot about this, about routines you can set up at home and everything. But you have some other things that maybe you can do with your dog that will help make this transition a little easier. And the first one that struck me was this AKC Canine Good Citizen. What exactly is that?
So that's a program that the American Kennel Club, which is the registry for all the different dog breeds, has put together as kind of a list of items that a dog would need to pass in order to be a well-behaved dog in public. So basic obedience, greeting strangers politely, handling distraction, being separated from their owner. It's just kind of a nice list of goals for trainers and owners who want to have their dog ready to a level where they can handle life outside the home. And now that we're wrapping up the pandemic and getting out of our homes more often, we want to start working on getting our dogs to be able to enjoy those opportunities when we are home and we can take them with us when we're going out to dinner or visiting friends.
Yeah, it's kind of like the benchmarks, right, that your dog needs in order to just like be normal in life when it is normal. But now that we've had all this time with our dogs and we've been doing so much with them, might be a good time to consider continuing that on, maybe via like therapy work.
Absolutely. Just like we have our jobs that we're excited to go back to the office and to get out and have purpose, dogs feel the same way. And especially now that these puppies that we got last year are growing up, this is a great time to start prepping them for a job like therapy work, where you can give back to the community. It's a volunteer through local nonprofits where you pass similar test items like with the Canine Good Citizen, but just with a little bit more complexity tailored towards a hospital or a veterans, or kids with reading books in schools. Depending on the different organization and what's available in your area, there's a lot that you can do to use the power of a human-animal bond.
We've all gotten really good, Michael, at just like vegging out on the couch and, binge watching whatever during this time because we've spent so much at home. And our dogs have been right there by our sides. So you say we need to not forget about mentally stimulating not only ourselves, but the dogs.
Absolutely. We got to keep those brains sharp and engaged. As you see, even Lorik here, he's like, okay, we've been sitting, now let's go do stuff. So, you can do agility with your dog. That's like parkour, where you're basically creating obstacles so that your dog's being physically and mentally engaged. You can find fun tricks on YouTube and TikTok that you can do just to keep your dog learning and guessing. We just want to be constantly keeping them engaged and challenged so that they're feeling healthy and happy mentally.
And on that same note, when you bring up learning, now is a good time, if you don't already know, about your dog's just own natural talents, right? What can you do that will just naturally be fun? It won't be a hard thing for you to have to teach them.
We're happiest when we're doing what comes easiest for us, right? So for a lot of dogs, like Lorik here, he's a hunting dog, a Labrador. So you could do a hunt test or field trials with him where he would be feeling like he's doing what he was bred to do. And, for a hound dog, that could be scent work and barn hunts. For a Great Dane or a Bernese Mountain Dog, that could be pulling a cart like a draft dog. But you can connect with a lot of local breed clubs, which you can also find through the American Kennel Club, which will give you opportunities to come to these events and learn more about those jobs that your dog was bred to do and how to train your dog to do them and enjoy them.
Just 10 seconds left, Michael, but we all got a little soft, maybe put on a little weight. Dog probably did too. Now's the perfect time to make your dog your exercise partner.
Kill two birds with one stone. Jog with your dog, yoga with your dog, puppy push-ups. Get creative and keep it all in the family.
I love it. All right, Michael, you always have such great advice. Thank you so much, and you always have a four-legged superstar with you as well, and we love it.